Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Upper Class, and you are now tuned in to the realest, most raw, uncut podcast in New York. Number one, you know, we got new guests with us today. Introduce yourself, man.
Adam 22, representing Nashville, New Hampshire, home of the drill. And I got my guy Black Dave with me too.
Yo, what up?
You ready?
Y'all already know who it is. It's the Big Palm. I am not a chihuahua. Let's go.
You get me? You feel me? So look, we gonna start all the way from the beginning though, Adam.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, first of all, what made you want to get in the lane you in?
Well, I moved to New York like right when I turned 21, and then like a year later, I basically started this BMX website. Back
How
then,
long ago was that? In the 90s?
pretty close. Yeah, 2004. So pretty close. Yeah, but like I had this BMX blog, and like that was my thing. Was I was just writing little articles about bike riding and posting people's videos and everything like that. And I'm doing that for like, I don't know, basically like 10 years. And at some point when I'm doing all this BMX shit, I moved out of New York and I moved to LA, and I started to do podcasts in like 2015. And pretty much like right away, I just like got an opportunity to interview this dude, Xavier Wolf, who was like a poppin' SoundCloud rapper at the time. And that did way more views than any of the BMX that I was doing. So I was just like, damn, that's crazy. And I like started a different platform called No Jumper. And I wasn't necessarily thinking about just interviewing rappers. I just wanted to talk to like YouTubers and comedians. And I knew some stars that I thought would be cool to interview. But I definitely like had some rappers I wanted to interview too, because I was like living in downtown LA, going to all these rap shows and getting up and like just meeting all these rappers. And like it was like a cool time, like around then, like 2014, 2015. That's when like a lot of shit was going on, and people were really starting to like have careers just like straight off social media and YouTube. You know, it wasn't like anybody needed to be signed necessarily. And then like, you know, rappers just like kept reaching out to me after I did that one first interview, and I just kind of kept getting better and better interviews. And I just started to like go out of my way to like pull up to like different social events. Like I remember I went to like 2 21 Savage shows in the same weekend, like right when he was coming out, like right when people started talking about him, just because I wanted to I just figured if I got in front of his face, I would be able to like just put a name to the face, shake his hand. And I figured, you know, I used to just do that all the time, to just try to like get in front of people's faces to just introduce myself. Because it's like, I mean, still to this day, any rapper I meet, they're usually just like, yeah, we should do an interview. But like, meanwhile, you DM them, it's like totally different.
Yeah,
you know?
leave it scene.
Then I just kept kind of going from there, and just, you know, got more people on the platform, and just kept pushing it, and just like trying to keep it going. You know, SoundCloud kind of died. Started doing a lot more like street rap interviews, which was cool for me because it's like definitely way more like what I was actually interested in. Like for a while, I was interviewing a bunch of like pink hair guys, and like I didn't really necessarily like love it that much. But I was
just, guys, what do you mean by that?
I mean, just like weird, like little, like people making like weird music that I wasn't necessarily.
Kind of guys.
I mean, he was an example.
Okay.
He's more of a rainbow than a pink. But yeah.
I get what you're trying to say. Like, yeah, like the.
So
I was always listening to like if I had to be real, I listened to like Dipset and G Unit my whole early 20s, and then I get into like, you know, more and more like Gucci and Waka, and like for a while, I swear to God, I went like 4 years just listening to like everything Gucci and Waka would put out, and like maybe I'll dip into some other rappers like Juicy J and like, you know, some other shit, and then like I got super into Chief Keef and Dirk and like all that shit and everything, and like we were just like, it was like every week there was like a new rapper popping off online, whether it was like Riff Raff or like, you know, all these different people, and it was just like, that was a great time in rap, you know.
You know,
it was just embracing it.
You know what's crazy? I thought you was like a Linkin Park fan, like towards that end. Like when I first seen you and everything, I was like, oh, he's more like Linkin Park and
he's
rock.
white.
I went to hardcore shows for a couple years.
You see, he got the tattoos and you know, so I'm like, all right.
No, I'm dressed like I'm in a mosh pit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right
like,
now, yeah.
I'm like, all right, Linkin Park type
Linkin
shit.
Park was
yeah, they was
Skateboard
definitely
and stuff like that.
I rode BMX bikes, so I was like, you know, I always like kicked around some
like
skaters
pro?
and stuff. I wasn't pro, but I started that website in 2006, and within like a year, I was making maybe $5,000 a month off it. So I'm like feeling myself.
That's pretty good though.
Quit doing everything else. Just started grinding, like trying to. But back then it was like a blog. You know, it was before like YouTube, and back then it was hard to figure out how to make money because you had to like figure out how to run these ads on the side and shit. like that. And like now, like if you like, even when I see people like you or whatever, you pop off and get something going on YouTube, it's obvious to you how you're gonna make money. There's like a lot of shit that's like solidified. Like you can look at anybody and be like, oh, all right, I can make money like that. I can do this. So, all right. And like at that time, it was like totally like you just had to figure the shit out on your own. To be honest,
That's good.
So like, who was your favorite interview of all times?
Ooh.
There's been a lot of good ones over the years. I don't know. I mean, the X one stands out to me just because it was the biggest and
XXX.
And it like meant the most to the most people and shit. But I don't know. A lot of times these days, my favorite interviews are just ones where it's like we're just laughing our asses off and just having a good time and just around. Like anytime there's like a really interesting collision of personality types. Like even though we don't with each other right now, Sada Baby. Like I remember we did like a little bit of and he had never done before. And we were just giggling like little kids.
Hold up. How do you feel when you do that shit? Like I always hear people talking about it, but I'm like the type of dude I'm not into the
straight
drugs.
edge guy besides the alcohol. But
that's it. I don't want to try nothing else. But like, how does that feel?
Is it like close to weed or not? Close to.
It's like it's more like you're like up. Your body's you've done it right.
It's like an uplifting sort of like it's not like you're not hallucinating, you're not seeing stuff.
You have to do a lot to start getting there. Yeah,
it's more of just like your senses is woke a little bit more in a way. Like colors is brighter, things is funnier, something might smell better.
You'll see some stupid that you would see normally, and you'll just be like just dying laughing at some shit. For me, it makes my body kind of like tingly and like up and like. But I notice myself just like getting. I don't really like it that much. Like I feel like I get too like excited or like I don't know. It's like I want to just find like new to do, and it's like it's kind of like overwhelming. But like in that interview, we're just sitting there and we were talking about the dumbest shit. We were talking about how like white guys suck at basketball and maybe they should start a whole separate league for the white guys. like all this funny ass and like I don't know. He said he was never gonna do it again though.
Yeah, I used to actually bump Sada Baby. I ain't gonna front. Like when he first came out, I used to bump him heavy, and I don't know what happened to him now. Like he just fell off the map type shit. But
I don't know.
That situation though, like one of my mans from the hood, like he white kid and shit, he was the one who first told me like you hallucinate off that shit. He said like he sees on the wall sometimes. It's just like the wall moving, like it's waving.
See, that might be his own imagination coming out a little bit.
Wait, so it's better off?
It's pretty lit. Last time me and my girl did it and well, she's too scared to do it now because she got a baby. But she like we were like really.
She got a baby or she's pregnant?
Well, no, we have a baby, like a 1.5-year-old. Yeah.
Okay.
But like we were so like staring each other in the eyes and we're just like touching each other. It feels really good to like touch yourself, you know, or like the other person, you know, like you just like I don't know. But like I've done acid. Like that was one of the things that kind of blew me up back in the day was I did a vlog called I did acid or some shit in the woods, and it was literally like I was just at the bar the night before and some fool gave me acid. And like me and my homies just went into the woods and took it and vlogged ourselves.
Think about it like this: Blink 182 have completely ruined having 182 of something for almost.
When was the last time you counted 182 of anything?
It's been a while. Exactly. Think about how useless the numbers are. It's weird how I have moments where I'm convinced that like I'm right now, and moments where I feel like I'm totally on the same level as Alfredo.
You guys, I mean,
hell no, you're not. I can tell by your eyes, man. Imagine you had a gun right now. Imagine if Began had a gun.
Exactly. Imagine we had guns right now. Jurassic Park was a vlog about dinosaurs. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy to think that the ground is just made up of like 8,000 footsteps together.
And I swear, like we were walking down this mountain from in the woods, and like it was kicking in like hard. And I really felt like I was in like a Disney cartoon. Like I'm looking off into the sky and it's like I'm in a cartoon world. And like what really hit me was when I went, like there was a lot of people in this one section of the park where everybody was parking their cars or some shit. And it's like when you're on, you feel like everybody can tell that you're on, even though nobody has any clue, and nobody is even thinking about you at all in general. Like you're just a random guy. Nobody's looking at you. They're thinking about parking their car.
Paranoid.
I'm just like
mad paranoid.
Yeah, but to be real, I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're gonna do that, you got to do like a or some to go to sleep, because I remember just laying in bed until like 8 in the morning, just like
It's overwhelming.
Coming
shit,
down
man.
is too much.
What
But there
does
was,
ass look like? though?
Yeah,
Like,
word.
it's like a little. Usually, it's like a little piece of paper. Like they'll just blot like a little droplet of the ass onto the
Right.
paper, and then they let it dry, and then they just sell it. And
so what do you do with it? You
You
just
just-
chew the paper?
No, you dab it on your
smoke
tongue.
You
You put
eat
it on
it,
your
yeah.
tongue.
Put that shit on your
You put it
tongue.
on your tongue.
put it on your tongue, and then you
So it's like
swallow
a
it or
Listerine
whatever.
strip.
Kinda smaller though.
See, that shit get tricky. It's a lot of food bang out here now.
I
though. So
bet,
that's
yeah.
why I put that shit away. a
I
long
would
time
not
ago.
trust.
So you got
to
up over
do.
ass before too.
I took before.
Oh,
Hold on, you from
I
New
took
York?
ass before.
He a different type of
All right,
dude.
hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like where you? Yeah.
from? Where at in New York are you from, bro?
So I'm from the Bronx originally. I've been
And
to
you
Harlem
doing
for
and all that?
growing up skating.
Okay, I was just about to say that.
He's hanging out in the
Skateboard.
white
Homie
bars
shit.
and
Yeah,
around white
yeah.
bitches,
Some
and
shit like that.
Definitely that. Yeah,
he's not a drill rapper, bro. He comes from a different era. Like the drill rappers, probably they might munch an to point some guns at the camera for a video, but they ain't doing.
Yeah.
That's too creative.
I
You
was
know?
I was going to the house parties. You feel me? Like we was
Yeah.
turning up.
So
So
how
who
y'all
introduced you
funny.
to the?
So it's always like a nerdy kind of nerdy white boy in the crew that he might have a plug to somebody, and that's who you trust. Cause
Oh yeah.
you know if they do, it got to be somebody that does it.
Like your
Yeah,
Mick,
can't just be-
McLovin or some.
Like I wouldn't really go to
He said
the,
McLovin.
to the regular dude who just sell on the block and get from him.
Yeah.
It got to be somebody that they got it, they known for. You feel me?
Yeah.
It would be the easiest thing to sell fake because it
Yeah.
could be just any piece of paper.
Oh, and then you niggas just give you a blank paper and nothing on it.
Not to mention like some guy, I don't know, like they just probably got the wackest shit or like some weird ass
Gas
version.
station.
I
Shit.
don't know.
I'm telling you, it'd be some weirdo.
I mean, I'm lucky that one time that I did it. Well, I've done it a couple times. I'm lucky I never had anything bad happen.
Hold up, but what is the? Is it an that they throw on people and burn their skin?
Nah,
Like, what the? is
but
the
I can't. I
acid?
can't tell. It's not that, but I can't tell you what it is. I don't know.
Oh wow.
It's some type of man-made. So is grown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is man-made type for sure. I
So
believe.
how y'all two end up linking up? Like the connection between y'all.
Yeah,
We
I
did an interview, right?
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
the first time we hung out.
Acid.
That was the first time.
No, wait, what was the song? It was like there was when we were kicking
It's
it.
a whole new wave.
Yeah.
It was that
That's the
time.
song?
Who was that though?
That was Swish God.
And Dex.
Yeah. That shit
Yeah,
was
because
going crazy
I
at that
just
time.
interviewed him, and then we were just kicking it like
shit
for a
was
couple
crazy.
days of the store shit. And I remember that song came out, and we must have listened to that song 30 times in a row, getting up.
Yo, he brought me to some house party, right? And it was, let me tell you this.
In Cali.
Oh,
Party.
Porn
I got
party.
bro, I got up. I woke
Invite
up the
me
next day.
now.
It's a video of me.
There's a video of him sucking a fake tit about this
It's
big.
a video of me sucking a
Fake tit?
titty. I wake up the next day to this video. I'm like, I was sucking
Hold
a
on,
titty.
is the tip that
Nigga, you was
somebody
lit.
or
It was
fake titty?
a blonde chick, like an
Oh, it was a
older
titty.
blonde
Yeah,
porn
yeah,
star
yeah.
lady.
Fake titty.
Fake. She was nice as shit.
You
too. She
remember
was
it?
cool.
You remember
I
it?
don't really remember.
I was about to be
I
like,
remember
yeah.
other things that happened that night, but that moment I was a little, but yo, she
You
was
hit
hype.
that?
Nah, I ain't hit it.
You ain't did nothing.
But you
Just
say you
like-
don't remember, so how would you know?
He smelled his dick.
Yo, Adam,
No,
what the
smelled
fuck?
that. I would smell that
Nigga
shit.
said he smelled his. What the? Yo, how you thought of that?
Because I had dead ass, bro. You know how hard it is to remember shit when you're doing Zan. There's been times in my life where I woke up and I took my dick and I went like that and I gave it the hardest wipe with my fingers and smelled my fingers
no.
to see if I could figure out if I something the night before.
That's some.
That's
some
how much I did not remember what happened off the Zan.
That's some
that
white.
was
That's some
Laura.
white shit.
Yeah.
No, that's some Zan.
Said I smelled my. He's wildin'.
That's
Hey, yo.
insane.
Nah.
Real ones, no.
Yo, the smell
He
test.
said the real one. So,
Sniff test is important. You gotta pass sniff test.
to see if you got some ass. That's why I ain't doing none of them. I be forgetting off the liquor sometimes.
That's a safe bet. No, because it's crazy.
I don't f with the Zans.
You
bro.
see, you seen since you been here, low key I done poured like 4 cups.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm not even done yet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like, if I'm chilling where I know I'm not gonna go drive or I'm beating like damn near half a bottle by myself and shit, and I be forgetting.
Right.
Like I'll forget tomorrow. I get up and I'll forget half the that happened. You feel me?
Why you don't hit the fronto though?
It's just not my thing.
You tried and you just didn't like it?
Nah, it's just like, all right. This is the reason why I don't smoke weed. Actually, my uncle Like I got one of my uncles, he don't smoke. You feel me? And like I always looked up to him growing up. So like I said to myself, I'm not gonna smoke just like uncle. And then my mom's used to be on my ass heavy, you feel me? So I'm like, I'm gonna not smoke for her as well.
That's
and
good.
I just kept that habit my whole life.
See, some people parents be smoking with them.
Yeah.
My mom used to smoke. That's the crazy thing about it. My mom she used to smoke, but she just ain't want me to smoke. You feel me?
See, that's good.
And then I already said to myself I wasn't gonna smoke because I looked up to my uncle and shit. And I just like I like to stick to my word type shit.
You're not missing out on anything.
Adam, you with the grabber or the fronto?
I'll smoke it with him. With him, I'll smoke whatever. But
See, they don't really got it in West Coast like
They
that.
don't.
you can get it though if you really want it. Yeah.
I feel like it's
Gotta pay extra.
where it comes
Yeah,
from out
there's some
here and like
spots.
Bed-Stuy. You
Yeah.
feel me? You getting that real
Because
shit.
every once in a while, New Yorkers come out to LA and they'll be like sharing with me the struggle that they went through, and they got to find some Jamaican smoke shop that got it or some.
And that
yeah.
shit's probably still be dirt.
I don't know.
Grabber.
I
It just
usually
ain't punching.
I used to smoke a lot of woods. Lately, I've been smoking spliffs. I don't know.
Okay.
The woods could be overwhelming after a while, bro.
It's, honestly, I feel like I'm too old for it. I feel like it's just too much tobacco.
Yeah.
I be coughing too much.
So right now, like you only smoke weed or you do other
I just smoke weed. Yeah, I ain't really drank or did any kind of drugs in like 4 years.
That's
yeah.
good.
Facts.
Well, you went to rehab or some shit?
Like I just like it was like I drank, especially since I moved to California in like 2010. Like in New York, I would go to the bars and shit, like a few years there, but like I wouldn't really like be getting that. Well, no, I'll get. But like then in LA, I started like smoking and like drinking like every night. We'd go to the bar and just be like meeting girls and shit and like just getting drunk as fuck. And then once I got popping, then I started going out. Like I was already doing, but like not that much. And then I started getting popping. All of a sudden, everybody's giving me coke everywhere. And more pills. Like the first day I was on Melrose, a fool comes up to me and just goes, "Yo, I know you're new in the area. I got you the party pack." And I look at it and it's like an 8-ball of a bunch of pills, a bunch of. I'm just like, yeah, but man, this made his money back tenfold because I kept calling him. You know, like I just was getting way too lit with it.
So like, how did you start doing coke?
Yeah, because coke is a no-go in our
I was living right over there. I was living in Bushwick, and there was like a hot girl that I met on Tinder with hella tattoos. And I remember her saying to me, I used to be on Tinder. Oh wait, no,
Remember this?
actually, because I didn't have Tinder out here. That was too early. It might have been like
MySpace?
I don't know. Facebook,
One of them early
I don't
dating
know.
apps. like,
It was
like
before
Fish or
Instagram.
something.
It might have been Facebook. I don't know. But either way, she wanted to come out here from Jersey and she wanted to party and all this shit. And she's just like, "Yo, like, do you do?" I'm like, "Nah, but my homie sells and like I can get some if you want." She's like, "Okay, yeah, that'd be really fun." So I like got into it a little bit there, and then all of a sudden I moved to LA, and it's like,
you just met a random girl and just tried.
no, I went to the homie and I bought the like brought it to her, and we do like one line, and I'm just like wondering like what's gonna happen. Like then I f***ed her, and like it's like hard to off coke. I didn't know that, so I'm thinking like, what's going on with my? This girl's super hot, and I can't. Like this is so weird. What the f***, dude? Like
She probably knew though.
So after you figure that out, you like, oh, I'm about to take this as like
take
you
it to
feel
the
me?
next level. I'm gonna be a coke head.
You like, I'm about to all day.
I mean, then I moved to LA and I start like just the first girlfriend I got in LA is like a skinny model who does hella. She's an alcoholic. Every night when she goes out, she's doing mad. And it's not like she needs to pay for it. Like people just giving it to her. And then I'm kicking it with her. She's taking me all these cool ass parties and shit. And I'm doing hella with her. And then, we break up. And then like the next girl I meet is doing hella because like at first there's like a Chris Rock
Track the heads.
well, there's but all like skinny is like who go to the bar and shit in LA, like they do. It's like a very good chance, Out here, a lot of the white people and shit. A lot of people doing out here.
Nah,
They keep it
yeah,
mad
yeah,
sneaky,
Would you say the wave is bigger, like with people doing it in LA than it
LA
is
for
here?
sure. It's so much more a part of the culture.
Difference though?
Yeah.
Like out there and here, what's the difference?
I don't know, that Hollywood vibe. People are more like real people out here, like, and I feel like over there it's more like people are really trying to be something. And but the truth is though, is that if you want to get having
Yeah,
is,
teach me.
easy. Yeah, I'm gonna get you later.
Teach me.
Here's what you do. You keep the blood. You keep some coke on you.
We can give you a L7.
I promise you this, and I hate that I'm giving this advice to your young ass audience, but if you keep some coke,
In
the
LA.
bitch start flocking in that you never thought were hot, you
LA?
know? Put it in your,
Is it
put in
expensive?
your Instagram bio. I got some.
Oh, nah, you going to jail?
No.
Adam, you got bail for it?
Don't do that.
Yo,
Is
Adam
it
told me.
expensive? You might cop like a gram is what, like $60 these days?
$60.
$60. I'll probably keep you going
Buy
for
a
the whole
50 or
night.
60.
Like
So
you and your
coke
little
is
girl.
more expensive than a
Oh yeah,
I mean, I don't even know what
that's
prices are.
that was the
An
thing.
8-ball of is like $150.
Yeah.
But
That
an
was
8 ball
the
of coke is
thing.
like $152, or is it more
Coke
these
came
days?
first, and then
They mixed it
then
with
gave-
the
but they
coke
gave a
to
cheaper
cook it up.
version to the hood.
Yeah, but that's why people like crack is because it's like super intense and fat, and it
tried
hits
that
you
shit?
hella fat. No,
Oh, yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
to though. You got some?
No,
like
no,
to?
no,
Yeah.
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
Back in the day, I would have liked to do it one time to see
What
what
the
was
fuck?
cracking.
We would never have Adam 22, so good thing you ain't
it
tried.
can't be that addictive, bro. I've done every drug. I never felt addicted to it.
Word?
That's why we were in China. I was like, bro, we should do some Chinese hair.
What the fuck?
That's like the
And
purest
everybody
shit.
acted like
That's
I was
the
tripping,
pure-
but I'm
that's
like,
the
we're not
purest
gonna
shit.
die from
You
doing
are
it
tripping.
once, dude.
He said,
One
what?
of the might have fell out though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they might have liked it too much.
Ooh, like yo, I'm staying in China, man.
I bet it ain't
Yeah.
that different than doing a Xan.
So how is China though? I heard they be like having like the little massage parlors with the happy endings and shit like that.
And I got head from 2 bitches for like $60.
60
Massage
bucks.
parlor, and they made me wear a condom, and they're so stupid and pointless.
Fuck that.
The massage was good though.
There was no massage.
Oh, so the
But they got mad ones that are like that too, where they give you a massage and at the end they flip you over, start jerking you off. That sounds cool because getting head with a condom on, like I would rather just get a hand job. Bro.
did
Yeah,
you
that's
Nah, I'm
So,
sure you
like-
could do that too, but I.
so like when you go to China and shit, do they know who you are?
This was back in the day. I ain't been there. I don't know if I'll go there now, man. They got too much sketchy shit going on.
Okay, makes
So
sense.
like where's your favorite place of vacation?
My favorite place is Hawaii. I like going to Honolulu and staying in Turtle Bay, and that shit's fun as fuck just because it's the best beaches, best weather. Like the food is fire. It's just
You
so
sell pussy for
chill,
cheap over there?
laid back. I never bought pussy in Hawaii. I'm a married man, so I don't indulge in buying pussy so
I
much
mean, it
anymore.
could be a long time ago, like back in the day.
Nah, but I never did it back then. I never really paid for besides that China thing where I paid for get hit from 2 girls, and then full disclosure, there was. Oh no, I didn't pay her. I was hanging out with a prostitute, but she like gave me head with a condom on in Thailand.
Stinking
Okay.
me.
But I never gave her any money, so I can't even. There was one, but I could say I never paid for if it wasn't for that one time I got those 2 Chinese hookers,
Mm.
and I would never do that again either. That's stupid.
You was there by yourself?
No, I was out there for a BMX contest.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's part of the party.
Oh, oh.
Actually,
Chinese
I
hookers.
remember one of the owners of the bike company. He just told me, he's like, "Hey, if you buy any bitch tonight, get 2."
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a good point because I'm like, well, he's right. It's so cheap that like, why the would you ever get one? Because like
Right.
2 is so much more rare. Not for me now, but like back then, like you
Hold
know,
up. What? You said 2 is more rare, not for you now?
Well, 2 at once. Most guys
you
don't
just
get to
said
do
you
that
was
too
a
much.
married man, bro.
Yeah, but we do with other girls.
Hold up, you a star for real?
Yeah. Well, we do a podcast where we interview girls and then we them together.
Which
wife
experience was
with
your
your
best?
Yeah.
That
Hold
too.
up, is your wife like a celebrity star or some shit?
I mean, it's reasonably, I guess.
Word?
Not like a celebrity, but
What's her name?
Lena the Plug.
Lena the Plug?
She did win
Why don't you pull
Pornhub.
some but I don't know that name.
I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna put my girl won Pornhub Celebrity of the Year.
Wow.
Okay,
Which was weird,
what
bro.
is
It
she?
was like her versus Kim Kardashian, and I'm like, it was
Kim
kind of weird. I'm
Kardashian?
like, you just gave her the award
Hold up,
because
the-
she showed up, like, and Kim Kardashian didn't show up, obviously.
For Ray J
They wasn't
shit?
gonna get that
What
shit to
the
Kim.
hell?
And it was when Kanye was there too. That one year.
Oh,
That bit from the Ray J tape.
Yeah, but why are they nominating her for Star of the Year? She didn't even want that shit to come out.
Word.
And you let her take other guys too, or you just straight
Nah.
girls? Okay, okay. I was
So
about
she
to
let
say.
you all the other bitch though. That's what's up.
Yeah, you winning.
Man.
Yeah, it's a good time.
She's white?
and it's just them two.
Armenian.
Them too?
It's just them two.
They crazy though. They people's just like low key like the mob type shit.
Told me when we first started around, she goes, I know you make a lot of jokes and shit, but don't ever talk shit about the Armenian people because they'll kill you.
Yeah, like, I
She said that
know
dead
Armenians
ass.
don't
So
fuck
now whenever
shit.
I see him, I'm like, how you doing, bud? Like, you know, I'm just trying to be
Right.
as nice
I
as
know a
possible.
few of them out here and shit. I don't even want to mention them too much, but
No, sometimes
I
you
know
hear
a few of
about
them out here,
crazy
like,
organized
personally.
crime shit in LA,
Yeah.
and it'll be like, oh, it's like an Armenian gang. Like, they're not really like that loud about it, but they be getting
yeah, but
into
they
some
nuts.
crazy
Like,
shit.
They
some
get-
mob
They get
It's
busy.
different.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why they strong. They ain't loud.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? They
Shit.
just
Smart,
moving
man.
militant.
That's a
Yeah,
that's,
that's
a good
how you
quote. They
gotta-
strong, but they ain't loud.
Damn, that's you living your best life. Like, hold up. So you say you filmed the podcast and then you go them together. Who do we know that y'all together?
Yeah.
Shit, who do you know? I don't know. We filmed like we might have done like 40 episodes already.
I'm
or
talking about
whatever.
like lit people. Like
Tiana Trump.
Nah, we've been trying to get her for a minute.
she's a freak.
She
Fact.
is
Damn.
hard
She be
to
on the
lock
block,
down.
though.
Let me just tell you.
She
This
be
about
on
to
the
get
block.
interesting. Yeah, baby, if you're watching this episode, this is strictly for content. Nah, but Tiana Trump though,
She
Yeah.
get crazy.
she's a freak. I seen she did some with Casanat.
I know. And he admitted on my interview with him that there was some good.
What?
I think that basically came out of his mouth. Don't quote me on that, but
Damn, yo, the
he,
camera on
he,
me right
he
now.
was trying to not admit it. He was trying to not admit it, and then he was kind of like, nah, it was fire.
Fine.
Yo, so Adam, do you think like what you and Len are doing are gonna inspire other rappers to do the same, like jump in the and make their own platforms with it?
I mean, I don't know.
Other rappers, creatives, stuff like that. You feel me?
I don't know.
Hold on. So, like in this, right?
Yeah.
You see how they be having like them ads and right? With like the pills to make like the male enhancement pills. Do the stars take those shits?
For sure.
Yeah.
Not me.
The
but
men.
Some dudes do for sure, yeah.
So like this is a gay ass question, but
Right.
like that's why these be having like, you feel me, them extendo no homo like
Hey,
Nah, like, all
Hey,
right.
yo.
If you're gonna
Now
get
I wanna
into
know
the
because it's porn. It's like if you get in a porn, if you
Nah,
get in
yo,
a
it's a
porn,
surgery,
you
my
wanna
nigga.
know, you wanna know
All right,
what's going
it's
on.
two things. A
There's
lot of
niggas
surgery
that's
that they
watching that
got.
when they get in the porn, is that's watching that might have wanted the bottom pills off the ads and don't know if it worked. So I'm asking, you know what I'm saying?
No, but then
Yo,
again,
bro, I ain't
they have
gay,
the
man.
they have the
fuck
penis
with
pump.
that.
They have the
pump, bro.
pause. They have
No,
the pump.
They had a surgery where they just fill this shit up with some shit, like a
So-
BBL.
The pills
Oh,
work.
Nigga, they got the BBL
Hey,
for the
if you get into you probably got a big ass, right?
Yeah,
like
no homo.
they got the
you might see it and think they got like a fake or they got a surgery or whatever, but no, they just like were born with a 10-inch. That's why they're doing. There is a surgery that you can get that pulls your out like 2 extra inches from your
Word.
body, basically. Like it goes in there somehow and like pulls it out. I don't think almost any stars have that, but then there's like this injection of this like silicone type like.
Ooh.
That shit f you up in the long run, though.
I don't
what I
know.
was
I don't
thinking
know.
about.
I don't know that much about it to be honest, but I
Pause
know.
on my question, though.
Pause on everything. But sometimes I'll see a dude and it kind of looks like their is like big as even when they're soft,
Mhm.
and I feel like that's kind of like a dead giveaway that they got
Silicone
some in there.
Oh.
But yeah,
I
but
don't
then.
even. That's
But then there's
feel
another
right.
shot that's like a little prick, I guess. It's like ding, it's like this light little tiny needle, and they do it in their and then they massage it into their and it makes your like a rocket for like 4 hours, they said.
Oh, like
That's
like
dangerous.
type shit.
Or like the
I'm
honey.
not- I don't know. It's some weird chemical that like I've heard old men. Like I interviewed this old bank robber the other day. He was like 60 years old, and
Bank rob, like a literal bank rob.
he used to be he was the biggest bank robber in America.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
and like then like he told me he just does it, but then I've heard about dudes doing it too. But they say it makes your dick hard.
So those pills is fake.
No, so basically like a lot of dudes do take like Viagra or Cialis or
Not
whatever.
Viagra. I'm
The
talking
blue
about
chew. He
the-
talking about the blue chew.
the shit that be, you know, when you watching
It's
and
very
they be
similar,
having
but
the
it's
commercial. It be like-
It's very
it be having
similar,
the-
but-
like
Like
fake
Like,
But if you order it, if you can buy it over like online or from the shelf, it's not as powerful as Viagra or Cialis. But a lot like Blue Chew is the same shit. It's just a smaller amount of it.
Yeah.
Blue Chew is like the most popular
So
one.
those right there is not for like growth. It's for performance.
Yeah, it'll make you like get hard and stay hard for a while.
I ain't gonna
allegedly.
front. Y'all just need to buy a bottle of Henny. And y'all good. Y'all don't need those pills. Word too.
Yeah.
Like no funny. You numb off the Henny. You drink
Guinness and
enough Henny.
egg too. Do you get Guinness?
I'm
Get some
proud.
egg.
I still never
get
tried
some-
it.
right.
Huh?
I still don't know what none of that shit feels like because I still never tried it.
That shit gotta be bad for your heart after a
Nah,
while.
like
man.
yo, I always wanted to ask that because it's like when I was growing up, I probably was like maybe when I was like 17. Like, I came home. I had did a bid when I was like 17. I came home and and when I came home, I was like a super animal, everything. And I'm mad bitch and So I'm like, yo, I'm talking to the dogs, and I'm like, yo, I want to be a star. You feel me? Like, I really, at one point, really wanted to be a star and So I'm like, yo, you me, bitch. Like, I know ain't no way this for this long and not nothing and all that. They gotta have some extra they taking, and then you got with they got the commercials on the with the growth. So I'm like, damn, he's taking growth. Now, mind you, you going there, you watching this because no homo got the size of your arm and they these you like, damn, I go this might not even be that lit for. You know what I'm saying?
You got 4 watching, lights on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm like, damn, son. But I wanted to be, like, I wanted to do that. So I'm like, I was trying to find out, like, what goes on. You feel me? That's why I asked you that question. It's like, from, like, the young me, I've been wanting to know this type.
How did you get over, like, the fear of other people watching you while you're doing it? Because that might up your
I
confidence.
I feel like almost every guy, that's like the biggest thing that fucks them up. Like, even, like, all right, we filmed a scene the other day, right? I interviewed this chick, and then we had a dude there to her after I interviewed her, right? I didn't want to her.
The Kazami or
No, sorry, girl. But like, I walk outside and I smoke my blunt, chill, look at my phone for a half hour, and I come back in. I think he's gonna be almost done her or whatever. I walk in and he's sitting in the corner with his phone, watching jerking off his soft ass dude, trying to get hard so he can. And he's on 2 Viagras at this point.
What?
And I'm looking at him like, bro, what the is wrong with you? Because I could pull my pants down and this right now. I could get hard in about 30 seconds, and I could lay it down. And this is your and I do 5 million other things. This is your job. This is all you do, and you can't get hard. I was like, but whatever. I don't know. Like, I mean, some guys have. I kind of feel like I am the part of the problem because I'm around these dudes. They be asking for pictures, and they are fans and. And then I feel like me even just being around might kind of like with their head, and then they can't get hard to.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna front. That's well. You see, the thing about it though, like for like a cameraman that I don't know, or some like no disrespect, like a white dude sitting there that's recording me, watching me, is uncomfortable. But growing up in the hood, we trained with the dogs. Them back in the day, we had the thoughts and
staircase.
The homie getting head from her while you hitting it and like that dish like that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day and
So they got the staircase, they got the roof. You never
did the
roof?
On the roof.
Come on, rooftop.
That's some house party shit.
Yo, comment hashtag rooftop if you did that before.
I got 2 filmers. One of them's a chick. So, I mean, she's there. I don't care. If anything, she's making me even happier to have her in the room, you know, even though I don't talk to her like that. It's like, hey, there's another chick here. And then the other one is a black dude who wears a mask and never says anything weird ever. He's just cool as f***. Like, he's just like super chill. Like, so I mean,
so the other ones be saying weird shit.
I have had filmers who were weird before too. They be trying to like finger the girls and shit.
You ever cacked on somebody by accident that wasn't part of the session?
Nah. You said cacked. I never even heard that. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's illegal. We use it in my hood.
Yeah.
Like, so you never cacked on somebody by mistake.
They're not
you
even
ever
like
seen that happen?
Nah, like they're kind of like, I mean, they might be like a foot or two, a couple feet away. Like,
yeah, but sometimes like if the good, like sometimes that shit go far, like a water gun.
That shit might go like an angle too.
Yeah, that shit go far sometimes.
But
like,
I'm never cacking in the angle of the filmer. The filmer, he's probably right here. If I'm coming this way, he's right here.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Like I seen some funny shit. That's why I asked that. Like it was, I don't know if it was real or some shit, but like the cameraman was recording and the acted and went on the.
Oh nah.
So I'm like, what the fuck?
I think that was a skit.
Yeah, I'm like,
I remember seeing that back in the day and thinking it was the best thing ever. And when I think about it now, I'm like, that shit wasn't real. I hate that burst your bubble.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
that
tough.
Shit crazy.
You ever get it in shorty hair? That should be when you get it in shorty hair.
Oh, that's a regular.
Yeah.
That's a regular. Like you ain't never like you see not even in the see like just regularly and like you pull out in like you try to put like put your meat between her ass and nut. Like you jerking on her butt, but it just shoot up and hit her in the head back. That never happened. She ain't all over her back and head back.
You gotta point down.
Oh man.
I ain't gonna front.
You gotta come into the back, not like along the back.
You know what's funny though?
Is crazy.
Old jokes aside, like by the time I was 18, I probably more than 40 bitches. You feel me? So I was like crazy and didn't know what the I was doing. I was just I started like literally learning how to actually when I was probably like no funny like 21.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's because that's like around them times I'm with my girl that I'm with now.
Right.
And like we're having different type of like, before I used to be it's all about a like,
Right,
yeah, I'm
right.
a nut.
You taking your time
Yeah, that's
with
a
it now,
kill.
more.
I'm gonna put that down on the list. Now when I'm my shorty's like, all right, cause we gonna like express the to each other type. And she be like, nah, you ain't, that's not how, I don't like it like that. You feel me? And she'll say, yo, boom, it's like, I like it like this. And now you really like, oh, this different. You feel me? You start learning a 1-2 moves, you feel me? And then it's like, oh, I'm the top dog now.
All right, so what's your go-to move in your arsenal? Your go-to move in your arsenal?
I ain't gonna front. I don't have a go-to move. I don't like to use one move.
Or you like, you read the girl first. You like to read her body movements and
Yo, I ain't gonna front. When you the and you throw the thumb in her butt, not inside her butt,
Like
because
you
a lot
rub-
of be
like you
taking
rub
it
along
and
it.
literally putting their thumb inside her butt. Not like that. Like you press down on her butt.
Top.
Yeah,
You
you
could
just-
literally like feel your strokes, like from your thumb and
yeah.
That should be making them go crazy.
Me, sometimes I
shit.
rub,
Right or wrong,
rub
Adam,
it.
you be doing.
Yeah, but I don't stick my finger in a girl's butt. I've seen too much. I've been pooped on too many times.
No,
man.
say words. Say words.
I've seen too much.
wicked.
No.
I need to talk about it beforehand if I'm doing anything to her butt.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, she might be about to take a shit right after that. I don't want to.
so-
I had, even not with my girl, I definitely had my girl shit on me when I was doing porn with her, but like back in the day, man.
Some anal.
Man, all right, let me tell you something. All right, back in the day, we used to kick it with these stars in the valley doing hella Molly and GHB and all these drugs and shit, right? And like one time, there's one that I had been hanging out with for a little while. I bring my homie with me. She got this stupid friend that's trying to fuck with my homie, right? But it's like a little house party where there's like 20 people around. So we go in the garage. They got some silver vinyl couch and we just sit down on it. My girl starts sucking my dick. The other girl sucking my homie's dick. And then like the girl wants to my homie, but my girl has to go get her a condom from inside because like she wants him to wear a condom, whatever. And so she's still sucking the while my girl goes to get the condom.
Hold your thought
And
real quick.
Yeah.
Your homie is like your homies be watching you while you having a session with your wife.
This is like back in the day. This is like 10 years ago. This is like we're just chilling, like me and the homie, like fucking these two porn stars together,
So,
whatever.
Like, when I'm talking about like with you say you be on the podcast and like that,
Yeah.
people be there seeing that.
Just the filmer and just maybe one other person, but not really that many.
So like them dudes that work for you and shit, they don't be there.
No,
right?
we got a whole separate house.
Oh.
We bought a whole house just to do porn.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But then, so when my girl goes to get the condom, this different girl, not my current girl, I stick my finger in the girl's ass while she's sucking my boy's
What the fuck?
and I feel a turd.
You got to keep the momentum.
no.
I feel a turd.
Oh no.
And I start,
you was playing with the turd.
yeah, I start like tickling the turd. Like I was like, just because I'm like, is that really? Like that's really like you got to that shallow in your ass that I put my finger like 3 inches in your ass and I can feel a turd. Like why are you like? I feel
way.
like if I have to that bad, I have like I'm not
Right.
walking around with a fully loaded AR on me, bro. And so, but I just remember the look in her face where she stops sucking and she just looks back at me just like,
Yo, you
like, why are
weird.
you tickling my turd for? And
touch
but
that
then
shit.
this is it's about to get way worse. Then my girl walks back in and she sees me with my finger in the girl's ass. And even though we were on some freaky shit and we were f***ing other girls together, she's still like jealous right away. So she walks in, she grabs my hand, pulls it out of the girl's ass and just jams it down her throat and just starts sucking it.
No.
And I always was wondering what she did that
He was
for.
Dear Lord.
He was
Why'd she do that?
He was
swear to
two
God,
girls,
he
one cup
different.
before two girls, one cup. He was dead.
Yo.
So what was her response though?
Did you
mine?
ever tell
to
her?
the turdy finger in
Yeah,
her
in her mouth.
Did you ever tell her that you was tickling the turd when she did that?
don't know if I brought that
You didn't
up.
say, wait.
It might have just
Didn't
been
you
in
try
the
to
moment.
pull your hand back or nothing?
Nah.
You foul.
I wasn't with her like that. We were just hanging out.
No.
Yo, bro said she took the third.
She was in the
Oh,
moment.
damn.
She wanted to show off. So
Yeah,
she
because
tasted that shit. and
she
threw it
always,
back.
all right, because the weird thing about her was that she was a total, she used to be a big famous star, whatever, not really so much anymore, but she always like hated it that she couldn't do anal. And trust me, we were doing Xanax together, and I was trying to put my in her asshole, and it was not working. Like straight up, some girls they just got a no anal allowed asshole, right?
Bad tight.
It's just like, but
wasn't
not
built.
like tight, like like it's a tight ass. But I got my finger in there, like no, I was really trying to put a finger in there and like barely getting past the first knuckle, dude. Like she had just like a weird asshole. I don't
Maybe
know.
she was clinching it.
And she always would be like, I hate that I can't do anal because I want to be like such a whore for you. Oh my god, I want to be the biggest. So I feel like when she ate that off the girl's finger, she was trying to do a little bit of that.
I'm crying. No.
She role played it.
So like you when you doing anal with her, you use lube or you just trying to just go in there like?
I mean, we could, but usually I don't even think of that. Like, I spit is good.
Oh, okay.
Throw some Essentia on it, you know.
Oh, you be eating the ass first and then
Yeah.
so
He's a dangerous guy. This guy is
he a
dangerous.
top freak.
Well, you got to eat it before you start f***ing it because you don't want to get a little bit of on the outside. You know, your is bringing shit to the surface sometimes. You know.
So what if you licking like a turd, a little.
The lights are on, so I mean, it's happened to me before. Trust me,
lick the
friend.
out?
Yeah,
The big butthole be hairy low key.
but on it's a lot more consideration, and that's the reason why I think so differently about girls in the ass is that I see the way the girls clean their ass and they don't eat the whole day because they are so concerned with. It's not necessarily about you getting on your, but they just don't want to see on camera. People think it's gross, you know. So they come in with a clean tank, they douche their ass or whatever because they want to make sure it's totally clean. So knowing that, when I think about all the times in my life where I just randomly a girl in the ass and then I look down at my afterwards and there's a bunch of shit on it, I'm like, that is too reckless. Like you got to plan this shit a little bit.
So like when you be in the ass, use a condom. Nah,
Hell no.
you can't catch like infections and shit.
So you said they not eating.
Well, I mean, I
so
got burnt, but
Burnt.
Oh,
Like what?
I mean, I got like gonorrhea and shit.
that would happen to
How
everybody.
that
Some little
feel?
chill shit. It's no big deal. It
It
burns.
says no big
It
deal.
feels weird, and if
It
you
burns?
have it too long, you get a little drip out the hole.
Oh,
So
Jesus Christ.
it burns like soap in the tip, or burn like salt in the tip.
I would describe it like it's not like the tip; it's like the base of your. Like it feels like kind of sore. Like it just feels like
Shit ain't
weird.
right.
Like now that I've had it a few times, it's like I know that feeling. Now I can catch it super early. But the first time I had it, I didn't know. I just figured like, oh, my feel a little weird. I've been too much, whatever.
Right.
Now I know.
Let's switch up from the. 'Cause my
Facts, kids,
my fucking
have safe.
my comment section about to be like, yo, Ubba, you asking some more. You feel me? But I know some of you want to know the answers and too. But like, what was your favorite thought of?
Oh, there's been a few. But the other day we this girl, Kira Noir, this light skinned black girl.
She had a fat ass.
She does, yeah. She got some big old fake tits, and her lips are just huge. And my girl had done like a girl scene with her before, right? So my girl told me, she's like, "Yo, this girl's an eater. Like she ate my and made me come. Like she don't normally like necessarily when she hooking up with some random girl for the camera or whatever."
I thought you about to say it with you.
No, probably not me either. But like she fucking, she told me like this girl like made love to me. Like it was nuts.
Yeah.
And then when I fucked her, I wasn't even really thinking that. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm invincible to that shit. I don't give a fuck what she trying to make love to me or whatever. But I don't know, just the softness of her mouth and she's staring me in the eye. Like sometimes these girls, they really
Real
like,
intimate.
bruh, if I was a civilian and I got that I don't know what would have happened to me. It might have fucked up my whole life. I might have been like, you know, I might have been a 45-year-old lawyer ready to leave my bitch and shit.
Credit, fuck his whole credit up on her.
Some girls just, they got powers. I don't know, man.
How long she been doing?
I met her. She said, "Hey, I'm thinking about making an OnlyFans." I said, "What the is an OnlyFans?" And then she was like, "I'm thinking about doing it. I'm just gonna post pictures of my
why'd you say
butt,
that?
whatever."
You didn't know
I didn't know it
OnlyFans?
was like it was like before it really came out. Actually,
Okay.
to be real, she said, "I'm thinking about making a private snap."
Okay.
Because that was before OnlyFans, and I said like, I mean, are people really gonna pay $5-10 to like see your butt on Snapchat? I don't know, but like, I mean, do it if you want. I don't know, because I wasn't planning on dating her or whatever anyway. And then she made it, and she made like $30K in a week.
Sheesh.
And then she was just like, you know, kept rolling with it.
You got OnlyFans too and
Nah,
Your wife do that?
yeah,
How much money you like they make off that
she makes a stupid amount, to be honest.
shit?
That changed the conversation, right?
Right.
Yo, look, like real. This
me
type
earlier.
of make you want to be a pimp and shit,
Do
me?
something.
Well, that's what everybody's trying to do now. They're
Yeah,
trying to be
real
an
shit.
OnlyFans agent. Like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
take
a
30% of your. Well,
Yeah.
I manage a couple girls. We don't take 30, we take 20, but we help them, like help blow this one girl up like crazy, you know.
How do you become a porn star?
I mean, for me, it was smooth, and I didn't plan on it at all because think about it, I meet her, we're partying, we're going to the club, we random girls, bring a random girl home from the club, whatever,
Yeah.
and then we film it just because we're drunk and just having a good time or whatever, and then she'll wake up in the morning and be like, damn, like, hit the girl up, like, yo, do you care if I put that on my OnlyFans? And the girl would be like, but then like we did that a few times, and then at a certain point, she's like, hey, like, if I have this girl come over at 8 p.m. tonight when you're doing your interviews, like, are you down to f her with me? And we're gonna film it? And I'm like, all right,
Lit.
sure. Like, all I got to do is set the camera up. Like, yeah, I'll f this girl with you, you know. And then we just kind of kept.
So
kept rolling
y'all
with
do
it.
y'all like personal. It's not like you with a like Playboy or.
Nah.
Oh, so how would somebody get into that though? Like if they wanted to become a porn star, like a regular civilian.
I mean, shit, you gotta have a baby arm on you. You gotta like realistically be in real good shape. You probably like lift weights, have like low body fat percentage. You definitely gotta be in better shape than me. And then you gotta just kind of get in the game. Like realistically, like if you move to LA and start like meeting, the easiest way is if you meet a porn star and she fucks with you and she just starts filming content for her OnlyFans with you, and then all of a sudden you have a resume and you could send it to a company and say, hey, fuck with me, like look at all this content that I already have. And because the biggest thing with is like it's not just about like having, like you have to have a huge, you have to be in good shape, and then you have to be able to control your like
nothing.
Yeah, like a perfect, like an ideal male star is able to the out of a girl in 10 different positions for 2 hours, and then all of a sudden just be like, all right, you ready? Boom, I'm gonna come. Like,
But that's
So
whack.
how do you?
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
is
it's
there,
difficult.
whack.
Most
Nah,
guys,
whack,
and
like-
you're not getting paid that much money
is
for
there like some
doing
type
it.
of training to?
I think the girls is a training. I think each girl is, you
Like,
know,
So much make you get used to it.
The guys who are like the best in the business, like somebody like Johnny Sins, I mean, I hear girls talk about him and like he just the shit out of them from the second they walk in the door. He's making out with them just straight. Like he's just really good at laying it down for like an hour and a half, and they did, and then they recommend him to the other
I think it's
homegirl.
all of my pills and shit.
But a lot of dudes, nah, they're just horny as like myself.
Wait,
I can
fucking-
nut 4 or 5 times in a day. I don't gotta do no pills.
I could. No, I'm saying I could nut 4 or 5 times in a day, but I'm talking about in a session where you in controlling and like it's always the first.
Yeah.
you
That's
got
the problematic one right there.
But I think I'm gonna let you know some game. I don't normally talk about this, but the way I do it is I beat off right before we about
I used to do that.
Yeah.
Word of my mother. Yeah, I know it's mad that did that too, because word of my mother, I used to do that. If I have a shorty coming over,
Yeah.
I used to beat off right
And
before
if
she
she
come
bad
over.
and you ain't beat off all day, never mind like the day before, etc., you got a whole fully loaded tank.
Yeah.
Like
See,
hell
I don't
no.
be doing that.
Yeah, I used to do that.
I
used
wish
to
I
beat
learned
off.
that when I was way younger, because I busted a nut way too
Now
fast
there's another
with
trick.
way too many
There's another
girls.
trick. I usually you count from 100 to go down. If
That's
you
not
count
gonna
from
work for
100
me.
go down.
I won't be able to
You
count.
take
Looking
your
at
mind.
the ceiling and shit.
Yo, you
Yeah,
know
so
what?
shit
You know what
that,
I
look at
think
the
of?
ceiling.
Like you got to think of that has nothing to do with.
Yeah.
So that's
that
why
too.
sometimes my girl will be looking up at, she'll look up at me while her and the other girl sucking my and I'll just be looking at the ceiling.
Gazing, yeah.
Because it's like if I'm looking at you and I feel like I'm on the net, if I'm seeing two sucking my, I'm gonna
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah.
So sometimes you feel like, oh, like I need to get harder right now.
Yeah.
So then you're paying like real attention
Yeah.
and grabbing the hair. And all this But sometimes I'm like, don't think about it. Don't think about it. Just look at the wall.
Facts.
Just okay.
I think a few females in my time asked me like, "Yo, it's not good," and I'm like, "Yeah." So why you like you're not showing no emotion? And it's like I don't want to tell them like, "Yo, I'm trying to think of some shit." So I don't nut, you feel me?
Yeah,
So
I get offended
You feel
over
me?
that.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm like, yo,
Because if you start grabbing the booty and that's just making you one step
Yeah,
closer to nutting,
bro,
You know,
'cause
you squeeze that ass. Every time you squeeze that ass, you about to nut a little bit.
sucking
All
the
that
titty.
shit.
Oh yeah, it all adds to it.
Yeah, hell yeah, you ready to cack right away.
Sometimes you just gotta be like,
Nah, but you know the other move is you pinch the base of your dick. I don't know. I don't feel
That
like
ain't
it works
playing.
that good.
That works. You know what
I ain't
works?
playing
Squeeze
with
it.
that.
Nah, if instead of doing that, if you get a condom that's too small, like it grip your, it really help with nothing. No funny. And this is all tricks I learned
I ain't
from
wearing a
when I
condom,
was
bro.
younger. And this how I learned
I
that
gotta
shit.
do that
One
shit.
day,
Grab
right?
the base.
Like you know, in school they give you condoms and shit. In school, just gave me a condom, but they gave me a condom was too small type. But I'm about to get some, and I don't got no condom but that them little
I've been
packs
there.
they gave me and so I'm like, yo,
shits.
I'm about to use this. The shit tight as
shit like
I'm
that.
using this, but
Yeah,
I
the
noticed
NY,
like,
all them
yo,
shits.
when I want to come, it's like the restricting the shit or something. You feel me? Like no funny. That shit worked for me.
Man, there's probably a lot of kids on these streets from them NYC condoms.
Yo, you know what's
Shits will
crazy
bust.
though? You know what's crazy? I think that's bullshit. You know why? Them NYC condoms is the same thing as every other condom, bro. Unless it's like a Trojan with the rims or the fire and ice or them special type of condoms. Any regular condoms, I think it's the same shit. Real shit.
I always
All-
just rocked
all
the
the
gold rapper Magnum.
That's
whole
what-
life, same
You know why I
condom.
don't like Magnums?
Back in the day.
They got
Magnum
that smell.
stink.
Yeah, they got that smell. That
Yeah, man. What
That
is
shit
that?
What
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
that shit,
word.
right?
That
Smells like
stink.
fish or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that
you
shit
be
OD.
thinking the stink, but it's the Magnum.
Smell like a new
it's just-
T-shirt.
Yeah,
You know, you get a
Nigga said
T-shirt that got that weird smell.
Yeah, that funk.
Yeah.
I never understood that.
Yeah, that stinks. Like
They
it
got
got
the
fish
thinner
oil
ones.
on it. Like the lube is fish oil
Or
or something.
something.
I remember one
Something.
time I went, like back in the day when I first started making T-shirts, and I pick up like 100 shirts, and it's from like an Indian dude. And then I get home and I it open, and it stinks like fish. And I'm like, were you eating like right next to this?
Cooking fish.
And then it happened from somebody who wasn't Indian, and I'm like, oh, this is just like a T-shirt thing. Like some of the ink they use smells weird or something.
That's crazy. It might be the packaging or something. How you supposed to sell that?
The
though? Some
manufacturing and
fish fry
all
shit.
that.
Our shit
You know
ruin
what?
it.
You know what
know?
condoms is lit? Skin.
Yo, some girl was just telling me about that the other day. Skins.
When we go back to the hood, I got like a box of that shit.
Yeah, you know,
try
yeah.
with
Send
your
them on.
shorty.
Send them. I got
Yo,
you.
I seen
I'm not
some
gonna give
shit.
you all of them.
I give
I'ma
you the review.
one.
I'll give you a review. I'm gonna be the reaction now.
I be using
Like,
them
yo,
shits,
react
nigga.
to
I'm
them
gonna give
shits.
you one.
I had
Yeah,
some
I mean,
shit.
one of them
There was
shits.
some condom that said fire and ice.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
he
used
just
that
said.
before.
That?
What is
I
that?
used that before. It's like
I seen
it's
it, but I
cool
never thought
and
about
warm
using
at
it.
the same time.
That's
That sounds
too much.
crazy.
Nah, that's lit. That's
too
lit.
much.
You know which condom I'm trying to get? It's a condom
We're in
that
the condom
vibrates.
market right now.
It vibrates like yeah, it's expensive though.
Vibrates.
I never thought I would hear
vibrates.
somebody say that sentence.
And it is this one. You ever try that ring that vibrate?
No.
Like you put it. I want to get that. That's what I want to get too.
I'll be having
Like, I heard
mad
bitches
condoms
go
out here in
crazy over
Brooklyn,
this
man.
shit. It's too much.
No, he talking about like an actual dick
It's a
ring.
ring.
That's what he's
Oh,
talking
the
about.
cock ring.
Yeah.
I heard about it. I used to always
I
joke
heard
around
bitches
about it,
go
but I never
crazy
actually
over
even
that.
seen one.
Cause it's like a vibrator on a real.
For real?
So you a
Human dildo.
human vibrator.
Yeah,
I
that
feel like
shit.
the feel good enough.
Right. If
Oh,
she-
you
No,
bet it's for
it's not
them.
for you.
Oh.
She
Yeah,
want
it's
the,
not for you.
If she really want that, tell her break out
So
the
now
little
she
toy.
getting
Be like, go get your
super
toy.
wet.
Fuck
The
it, throw it on
rose,
that
the
shit.
rose, the rose shit that bitches be having now.
She want to break
You
out her
ever
little toy.
try Stud 100?
Nah, he got a whole. I feel like he's gonna whip out a chest. And
The man with the jacket, like yo.
Yo, nah, you know, one day we I'm chilling in the hood and me and one of the homies we talking about or whatever. He's like, yo, bro, I went to the fruit stand one day and like I was with a or whatever. You feel me? Then the Mexican at the fruit stand, he like, yo, you should try this. It's a called Stud 100. They sell it in the fruit stand. You feel me? So the say he tried this with shorty. He's like, it says apply before you put a condom on or rinse it off because if you don't, it'll make her numb too. So like this makes you numb type. You feel me? So my man's telling me about this. I got this one time. I tried it. I don't know if I applied it wrong, but I feel like it didn't really work.
Wait, Adam, you fat.
A little plus size, but not like fat.
Oh,
I am.
At least
He
not
had
so
to
far.
crush it up.
Back in the day, hell yeah, I was
Like,
fucking
I love
all
the
kinds of
BBW.
shit.
Thick, like over like BBW.
Fuchsia?
or
Res
The
Fuchsia?
girls.
Res Fuchsia?
What the is that?
Norbit.
Hell no.
I'm about to say you Norbit. That's big.
I feel like it's almost trendy to be like a curvier chick type now.
Not
which is
curvy,
crazy.
bro.
Like,
We're not
talking
talking
about-
curvy. We're talking
about,
fat.
Yeah.
Morbidly obese.
I'm talking
Yeah.
pogs.
What?
Man, that's white girls. Not big girls.
What the?
Okay.
Yeah, that's pogs.
Hold up.
You don't know about Pogs?
Nah.
Man, PAWGS.
Nah, I never heard that before.
That is white
Okay,
girls, man.
so Lizzo and higher or Lizzo and lower?
Much lower.
Much Lizzo?
Not Lizzo at all.
Not Lizzo?
Oh man, I ain't seen her in a
I
minute.
would say
but,
you a slim dude. You probably like
I
150.
mean, I could take Lizzo down if it was dead.
You
Yeah,
would?
I'll break Lizzo. Yeah, I'll break Lizzo up.
I'm not gonna enjoy it.
You be
I'll
doing
real.
porn with Adam? No homo.
Hell
Not with
no.
Adam, but like
Nah, but I feel like we all been there. We done smashed out shorty and looked at him and be like, I could probably do this for a living. It's fuck.
so you never got in one of the pod sessions.
I've never.
You look forward to?
Hell no. I did my own personal videos.
You
for
married?
me and shit, but nah, I'm not married.
Man, I
got
joke
shorty,
with
but,
everybody on the jumper, like all the dudes. I joke around about them all doing porn. I joke about it with all my friends. Nobody has ever actually been like, yo, really, like, I'm trying to do it. And really, like, that's not the way, like, good. And then, like, I don't want you to send me that video, bro. Her so good, she wants to tell me about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, so how
Hold
you...
on, you want your homies to fuck a bitch?
So
So
good
she
that the
could tell you
girl
about it?
taps in, sends me a friend request, and wants to tell me.
Yo, I gotta tell
Wow.
you.
I don't know, because I just, like, don't want the homie sending me a video of him.
Oh,
Yeah, that
And especially, it's
transaction
like,
is
if the
crazy.
shit is whack, or if it comes in blurry and I can't really see your shit.
yeah, pause.
Awesome.
So how do you go
That's
about
just a-
like making your team? Because I see you got Sharp, you got AD, you got Dunno, you got him. Like how do you pick them?
Duno. I don't know. It just kind of happens, honestly. Like I don't know. Like it should have been easier back when we had the store, but I felt like I was kind of closed minded then. Like, but I don't know. AD, I think is like I've been fucking with Dave and House Phone for a long time, but then when
How the
AD came
fuck you
around,
get that name?
he's just a crackhead. But then once AD came around, he started he brought T-Rail and then House Phone brought Duno, and it just kind of
AD the
like
Crip one, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold up, that with him and China Mac, that real?
I don't know.
And I hope you should. I wanted you to bring Sharp up here because that's my guy.
Who's
He need to drop some ism on me. Cause
Who's
Sharp?
Yeah, that's
He's
my
like a
dude.
former pimp who has a
Oh, the that be screaming at.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's my
He's
guy.
funny.
Yeah. I seen a few probably 2 episodes with him. He like me, keeping 100. And you can give a how you feel after you feel.
But everybody keeps asking me about him, so I might have to come out here and do some more
Nah,
interviews with him because people
He's
love
cool.
him.
I like seeing him and he talk real all the time. So it's like
Facts.
it's
They
easy to
love
be
him, man.
around him.
I went to Vegas with him, and I'm seeing all these dudes on the strip just like loving him, just walking up to him, like want to take pictures. They all acting like him. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like he's
That's what's up.
insanely influential.
I see
Yeah,
it.
that's what's
I
up.
see it.
You know how to pick them. You got 5-5 Crib. You got Sharp.
Hold on, he's part of No Jumper.
Nah, not
But
formally.
Is he still locked up?
He's about to be locked up.
Oh.
He
Wait, he copped out to something?
he about to have to go do a little gun
How
time,
long?
like a year or something, less than that. Because he's already like on probation.
Okay.
Get caught with a gun, which is like compared to out here, like if you already are out on probation, you get caught with a gun, it's like a way bigger deal. But you got like a 10-month thing you got to go do.
Oh, okay. That's
I fuck
crazy.
with him, man.
I ain't gonna front with his. I fuck with him too. He's a funny dude. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
front.
facts.
So all right, let me hear you the real question. How you feel about 22G's blaming somebody at the function?
I ain't gonna front. I don't think that man shot anybody.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think that
Did
man.
you think
shot
he was the
anybody.
type? I hung out with him.
I-
I
I
didn't know
won't-
he was
I-
really
I-
having blickies like that. I thought he was just saying it 5,000 times on the song, man.
I ain't gonna front. I don't know what that man be doing. You feel me? We from the
The
same.
blicky, the blicky, the blicky,
We
the
from
blicky,
the
the blicky,
same
the
hood.
blicky, the blicky, the blicky.
We from the same hood and shit, but
Oh, all right.
I don't know
never
what
mind.
that man be doing and shit.
I don't
You
want to
feel
get
me?
caught
Like,
up or nothing.
but
I just was like,
that's a crazy ass situation. Like how you get you come back to the city and they snatch you off the airport.
Hit
Like
3 people.
Yeah, so
And
31, a
two
young
other-
girl. He did a 31-year-old, allegedly. 31-year-old, another girl, and I think somebody else.
I thought that the article said hitting somebody in the foot.
I think he hit a dude in the foot.
Yeah,
right?
so a
I think it said
31-year-old.
3 people were
Yeah.
hit.
But they saying the dude described the suspect when he was on his way to the hospital. Like, how reputable is that? Like,
Who knows? Hopefully he come
That
home,
shit,
he beat it,
nah,
he
he
make
gonna beat
another
that shit.
songs and shit. Free
I
that
mean,
guy.
it's possible for somebody to describe you on their way to the hospital if they saw you.
But imagine being in the ambulance, just like it was 222.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
like,
that's
The blinky, the
easy,
blinky,
though.
the blinky, the blinky. Hit me with the
that's what I'm
blinky.
saying though. If it ain't no
They
Prince
might make a
camera,
meme
like,
with that.
if it ain't no Prince or camera, like, man,
Nah,
you
but
gonna
if
do
you
that shit.
really look at it, right, 22G's is somebody who's known out here. So if that person is a fan of the drill culture, it's easy to say 22G's
Hell
did it.
yeah.
But
What
say
was
it's-
haping? Why did he do that?
That's
must
why I
have
say I
gone
don't.
down.
It's all
I
alleged.
don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I don't think that man did anything.
But I
You know
mean,
what
yo, they're already trying to shut down drill in this city.
Facts.
You got like one of the most well-known drill rappers from the city getting caught up. Damn, they gonna throw
Everybody.
the book at him, bro.
Look, Chef G,
Yeah.
D Thing,
Right.
K Flock, Lee Drilly, TG Crippy. It's so many niggas that's lit right now that's getting locked and they hitting
Coast
that
to
coach.
Ghost.
Coast to
Yo,
Ghost,
you seen
yeah.
that picture? What's that? He look like he Hulk
He's
now.
swole.
Oh yeah, that look like he got a pack of steroids shipped to him in there.
Cass?
Some shit. Casanova.
Yeah, I think this is the
Yo,
biggest
you know what's
city with the
crazy?
most locked
Like I
rappers.
really,
6'9".
I really think.
Oh, no.
I really think that the law had something against Casanova because like Casanova's from out here too, and I know him like I know Casanova from around the way. Like literally, we lived on the same block at one point. You feel me? Casanova lived right there on 2 First in Church, by the cemetery or whatever. I used to live on 2 First in Caton. You're
crazy-
not gonna know, but the people from out here, they know where it's at. But Casanova, like you could see, like he was trying to, you feel me, maneuver differently. Like he changed. He was still street and all that. Like Casanova used to be in the hood with no security, white beat on, tight ass and Marys.
He came to the block before.
Yeah, he was on the
Niggas-
block with me
Yeah.
freestyling on my block and shit like
That's
that.
lit.
He actually wanted to bring me to the studio and she told me to take rapping serious, but I don't really care about that shit. You feel me? He's like, I got the video. If I probably put a clip in this podcast and shit. But anyway, like son, when that same day we was actually freestyling on the block, some shit happened where somebody he was with and me got into exchange of words and shit. And like it's because Casanova kept cutting it off, like, yo, I want to hear Easy spit or whatever. You feel me? They call me Easy in the upper. So he like, yo, I want to hear Easy spit. Like these trash. Feel me? So I'm spitting and shit, and I guess the was kind of mad that he wasn't letting his man spit, but the knew me and shit from around the way. He's like an older crip and shit. And he played himself. Like I remember when we was like 15, 16, we bust his head with a beer bottle and shit. So when he act like he was gangster and shit, I'm like, yo, bro, like, yo, you doing too much. Remember, you got your head bust over here already. This is older now. Definitely bust your head again. Feel me? He's like, oh, you ain't gonna do whoop. And when he started talking loud, like where we were freestyling at is 1 block away from my block. My block 2/3. We was on 22nd by the corner store and shit. So I guess from 2/3 heard the commotion and shit. I ain't gonna say too much of what happened and shit, but people came down or whatever. And like Casanova told me, he's like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna front. You got influence in the hood and shit. Like, I see how everybody fuck with you. You should, you know, go in the studio, lock in, get away from the street shit. And like I seen, like from talking to him and shit, that's the same shit he was trying to do.
Right.
So I feel like they just got that vendetta on him because they ain't get him for certain shit from before that they know, you know, he might have had something to do with, but they just don't got substantial evidence or whatever.
I mean, a lot of times in LA, it feels like a dude could be like out here flexing hella drug.
Mhm.
A lot of times out here in LA, it'll or a lot of times in LA, it'll feel like a dude can be like doing illegal shit and like, you know, flexing drugs and guns and shit on their story, and like the cops don't go crazy trying to get him. You know, it's kind of more like, and you do hear about investigations and shit like that, but like it just feels different out here where it's like if you just show yourself doing anything illegal or whatever, the cops are just so much more tuned in. I really feel like I hope they don't, but the LA cops seem like they could learn a lot from the New York cops, because I feel like the New York cops, like when it comes to throwing gang members and gangster rappers in jail, like they gotta be number one in this
let me
elaborate.
Elaborate on that real quick before we wrap up or whatever, right? I feel like that's bullshit. You know why? Because a lot of people get caught in indictments they don't belong in.
Right.
I seen a lot of dudes that
That's a W for them. That just proves that they're pimping the game.
See, but it's not like they're batting at a high rate. They're cheating basically. You feel me?
That's a fact.
That's from their perspective, that means that they're just taking more W's.
Up.
Take it like this new shit with YSL. The fact that they're able to use these RICO laws to put all these pieces of the puzzle together. Yeah, we look at it as crooked as but like to them,
they got a W.
They looking at it like, look how we y'all up.
Yeah, but is it fair though?
Hell no.
Feel what I'm saying? Like imagine
it already isn't fair, but then they really cheating.
Imagine a country like this where it's all right, everyone is entitled to possess a firearm, right? And the law didn't have as much say-so as they do. Do you think that they would be doing the same shit they doing right now? Like, you see how police will come on a block and just harass 10, 15 dudes standing up?
Yeah.
You think if everyone was entitled to have a strap and defend themselves against whoever, you think they would be doing that?
No.
But there's a lot of parts of America that are like that. Like I'm interviewing ESTG, and he told me that in his hood in Louisville, that it's like everybody got a gun walking down the street, just holding the gun. Like, and that's just the vibe. And he's like, if you want to come to my hood and do content, you're just gonna have to get used to that. Like there's kids walking around with Dracos and shit.
But are the police like?
Yeah,
I don't know how the police handle that because imagine being a cop and pulling up to a crime scene and everybody got a gun. Normally, it's like you pull up and the guy with the gun is the guy that you're supposed to shoot at or arrest or whatever the fuck, you know? I mean, I don't know how the hell the cops.
They got to think twice before they come.
That's why
they got to roll up with hella people.
That's the thing, though. I think people would be treated fairly and with more respect because now the only reason certain cops act the way they act is because they know the authority they have. I feel like certain cops, especially like certain cops who harass me specifically, like I feel like on a one-on-one without a badge and a gun, I would not get that same energy from them. You feel what I'm saying? And I know for a fact, like you could tell, like if you really somebody who's on that, you can tell. Like I know you've been around street people a lot. And you can tell by someone's character, the way they carry. They say it got people who fake it really well, but I'm sure you can tell, like, yo, this happened. He ain't really on. People like certain cops, like when they come and harass you, and you look at them in their eyes, and you give them that same aggression they give you. They gotta look away. They look at their partners to see how far away their partners is before they come to you and like that. And when everybody surrounds you, that's when they get aggressive.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm
tough.
saying? Or when backup come, that's when they get aggressive.
They
you
become
can tell,
RoboCop
like,
and
no
like that.
You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have a gun or badge, you wouldn't treat me like that. So you shouldn't treat me like that, period. You know what I'm saying?
That would be nice.
And I feel like if everybody had a gun and they was entitled to defend themselves against anyone who, you feel me, violate their space, I don't think cops would, you know, carry the way they carry.
It also goes for just New York City in general, because you see a lot of people just outwardly disrespecting or getting crazy with people on the street, and it's like, you go down south, you're not going to see that same type of time.
That's why they got that hospitality.
You feel me? Like people respect each other, and they not really stepping on each other like they do here.
That's why they need to make everybody get guns out here.
You think? What do you think New York, like, you think that things would really be better if, like, it was as easy to carry a gun as it is in down
Picture
south?
this, right? Me as somebody from street background, right? I know for a fact if the nigga that's driving by about to shoot the block up knew that everybody on that block was strapped, he would think 20 times before coming through that block. Because it's liable for 20 guns to be shooting at that one car.
But if it's that easy to get a gun, then at some point the crackheads are going to have guns and the crazy people are going to have guns. And those are the people.
Have some type of,
you know how you walk around down here and you'll see a dude on the corner just talking to himself, screaming and shit. I mean, that is the problem. That's the whole problem is that fool is going to get a gun and do some fucked up shit
No.
And yeah, they're gonna arrest them, but there's gonna be 10
They
dead
give
people
crazy
before they arrest
people
them.
guns in Cali.
No, remember those people steal also. They could be
To
stealing.
get a gun license.
I was thinking
It's
get a
about
pretty
gun
easy to get a
license-
gun in Cali, but it's still not
But
that
if
easy.
you're crazy, like if you're on paperwork as a mad person, they're not gonna give you a gun license.
They're not supposed to, but I mean, a lot of those kids who've done
hands-on
school
type shit.
shootings and in recent
I don't
memory,
think they're crazy. I
but they
think
don't
they're
have like
trained.
real on their record. It's just more like in school they did some wild shit that like people feel like they should know about, and that's part of what they're talking about with this new background check system they're trying to push and all that.
I think that's a good thing.
You know
Do
they
the
starting to
background
give
check.
teachers guns too. They talk.
Yeah,
I heard that.
certain-
Yeah,
that
no,
makes sense.
everywhere
I've
they
seen
trying
a
to give.
video
Yeah.
of like all the teachers had like
Having-
45s.
But you
Yeah,
know what? I
having
was thinking
guns.
about that today because I'm walking around the mall with my girl, and like every store we walk into, there's a security guard, right? I'm thinking like, why the is a school that has 500 kids in it, 1,000 kids in it? Why the are there not a couple people with guns? I'm not saying
Exactly.
every teacher needs to have a gun, but if you're gonna have like 1,000 kids and you're gonna have 10 or 20 guys carrying guns, and like there's gonna, like my school, we had I think 2,000 kids in our high school, and there's like 3-4 cops in there. Like,
Right.
Yeah, my high school
that's
had
back
cops
in the
it,
day.
but my high school was bad though, so that's why.
When you got 500 kids, and you know there's a lot of weirdos out there who want to abduct kids, rape kids, never mind school shoot kids. I think like a decent number of guns in the building seems like an alright idea, right?
a fact.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I
Good
think so.
security system. It should be a security guard at the front door gate, like you got to go through. Not just you could just walk into a school.
Or
Like,
just
what the
have
fuck is
cops
that?
in the school, you know?
Kids are a very
Patrolling the
valuable
area.
resource.
Them
Like
school
you can't
cops
just
are
like leave it
lazy.
up to chance and just hope that nobody walks in shooting people, right?
We all know the school safety police be lazy as shit, though.
And then they don't want
No,
kids
not
that have
to.
phones in school.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a good
a
point.
phone in school can save us.
your life,
You know,
yeah.
you call, oh yeah, there's a guy in the school with a gun.
You're not allowed to have a gun in you're not allowed to have a phone in high school here?
Nah, some
Yeah,
some
for
high
real?
schools. Yeah, some high schools.
Yeah,
you gotta
niggas
pay a
used to
dollar.
pay $1.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how much now. It's probably $5 now, but
Yeah, I
nah,
thought
I
that
had
shit
a
had all
phone.
changed because even when I'm hearing about that one school shooting the other day, like there was all the kids are like texting each other, "I love you, goodbye," and all that. Shit.
maybe
Oh my
that's
God.
a different.
That's
that
tough.
wasn't out
Yeah.
here.
Mm.
That's probably somewhere else.
Also, I think they were young as fuck. Was it even a high school? Was it like a?
I ain't
high
gonna
school
front.
or
This is what I
something?
used to do. Get my phone in school. Like there's doors in the school that no securities are by, and I would go there, put my phone there, and then when I go into school, I go to the door, open it, pick my phone up, and then go in school.
But they have metal detectors at your school?
Yeah, they used to have
Yeah,
metal
yeah,
detectors
definitely.
at the
I don't
school.
know if they have that in LA, but I remember hearing about that in New York in like the late '90s and just being like, "Wow,
They had metal
they're
detectors.
lit."
I went to
Like,
South
what the
Shore.
fuck?
South Shore is a big ass school, and now they separated to like 4 different schools. But before, when I was going there, it was like we had the whole school, and it's a big ass school. It had metal. I remember one time I got caught with. I used to sell in school and. I got caught with in my book bag and. It's crazy because it was on some accidental. I got caught with some dumbass that was in front of me and did some extra shit, and I ended up getting caught up. Usually I come in, throw my through the feel me, and grab it and dip off. Did some extra shit, I ended up getting caught, got arrested. I think that was my first time. No, that was probably my second time getting arrested. I was probably like, it was like 14 or some shit. I was always like a hustler. I used to sell like DVDs and shit in school. Like I used to, it had this African that used to sell DVDs for $1, and I used to go to school sell them shit for $5. And
You were never a candy man?
huh? Nah, I ain't never sold no candy and shit. I ain't never. You know what I did though? You know how the school give you candies to sell and shit?
Yeah.
They used to give raffle tickets and shit. I used to copy them shits and sell them shits and bring back the ones they gave me from school to them. Like, yo, nobody wanted to buy it. They used to keep the money.
Slick.
Yeah, facts. I was always
slick.
finding a way to
Smart.
hustle. No
That's a good
funny
one.
shit. Yeah, facts. But we gotta wrap it up,
Hold
man.
on,
yo.
hold on. Before we wrap up, we have merch. We have merch coming real soon. So Adam, we got you some merch right here. You already know. You already know merch,
That's
man.
fire.
Some
Here we
CYT merch. You know we ain't there you, boss.
Oh,
we
there
ain't
you
forget y'all. So
There you
CYT,
go. Flexing.
come
Yo,
check
good
it.
looking.
It's this is the mock up right now. We're gonna get better with time, but just bear with us.
Yeah, I
Bear
got
with
the
us.
roll Right
So,
now. You
yeah,
feel
already
me?
know. You feel
Oh.
me?
Yes, sir.
Next one definitely gonna be better.
Yeah.
I like it if I see you wearing that on one of them podcasts and all
You
that.
know,
You know
I
what
got
I'm
you,
give us a
saying?
little-
man. Kind of out of hoodie weather in LA,
Yeah,
but you know,
Oh
Might
man,
still be able
should
to
have brought
rock
an
it.
extra shirt.
I'll have him
Yeah,
crank the
something.
AC up a little bit one
Yeah.
day.
You can just put
You
it
know,
on. I mean,
show
a
love.
little 2 minutes,
Yeah.
take it off.
Let's y'all tap in with us. We get y'all some merch. Get your started. You see Adam wearing. You see my boy over here wearing it.
That's a fact.
Let's
That's
go.
a
Let's
fact.
get
yeah,
it.
we
You
definitely
feel
gonna
me?
have that merch for y'all. Y'all gotta tap in. You get me? But
Yeah.
make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and all that, man. We going to the top with this one. It's your boy Upper Class, man. Bow.
And we out.